So I just kind of wanted to pick up off of Hamid's comments. So when we talked about these strategies in reducing homicides, a lot of talk was given to community policing and GRID programs. But we've come here time and time again talking about what programs are being used in the community that directly and specifically were created for gang and gun violence. Laser was created for gang and gun violence. It was not mentioned at all in this presentation, and it surprises me because at the last meeting that we were at in the community, I've asked, I said, is this program being used in this community? So officers took me aside and they said, yes, there are laser zones in this community. There are 2 laser zones in the, was it the northeast area? But we failed to continue to fail to not talk about these programs. So why is there a secret heat list on people? That we know it's not community policing, we know it's not relationship building, we know it's about surveillance. We know it's about creating a list of people that you're tracking and tracing through the community, that all this tracking and tracing is based on arrest, citation, and stop data, that you have people on this list that have not committed a crime, but that you're monitoring. So then how does this tie into what we've been saying about how law enforcement ends up being perpetrators of violence in the community as well? Is that these folks now are on this list. We don't even know how old they are. We don't even know if there's 15-year-olds or 16-year-olds on this list. So your interventions in homicides are actually probably creating homicides in the community. Right. Where a 16-year-old who's holding a toy ends up being gunned down by law enforcement. But we're not talking about it, so we're not able to draw these parallels. We're not auditing these programs, so we're not even being able to understand how effective they are. And it's really your responsibility to asking what these strategies are. I don't want to hear hoopla about GRID, about community policing, because we know the community doesn't trust you. We've seen it in your surveys, we've seen it in bias policing reports, so start asking real questions. Any other comments, Jen?